Improved cobblestone generators is what we're talking about today, making them faster, easier, and more efficient. We ended last time with this cobblestone generator here, but it can be improved. Stick around to see more. Greetings, this is Ginthian, and I'm playing on the Egyptian Skyblock, which is part of play.skykade.net. If this is your first time on my channel and you want to get Minecraft tips or learn how to build things in Minecraft Skyblock or SMP World, make sure to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell so you know when I produce videos. I did a previous video on cobblestone generators that started with the basics and improved them as we went through the video. Today we are continuing that process, and I'm starting with building the cobblestone generator I finished with in the last video. I will put a link for that video on the end screen, in the iCard in the upper right hand corner right now, and in the description of this video below. We start off building this with a double chest to collect the cobblestone and 2 or 3 hoppers. Last video I had 2 hoppers in a row. This video I have 3. The first one pointing into the chest, and then each hopper pointing into the hopper in front of it. The hoppers will be collecting the cobblestone as it breaks, catching most of it before it pops off into the water or into the lava. To your right of the hoppers, we have the area that will hold the lava, and it will flow over the hoppers. To your left, we have the area that will hold the water, and it will flow towards the hoppers and then flow down into the blocks beside the hoppers. This prevents the water from flowing across and turning the lava source blocks into obsidian. Let me switch to my diamond pickaxe. It's actually enchanted. Now all we have to do is stand here and use our pick to break the cobblestone, and it will be collected by the hoppers and placed into the chest. Now one comment I got from my last video is, why stop at 2 deep? Why not 3? I have to agree. With the lunar pick I have on Egyptian Skyblock, which is just a really good enchanted pick, I can easily go faster and break more than 2 blocks. So let's build it 3 wide. One tip, I actually switched back to a simple stone pick because my lunar pick is efficiency 6, unbreaking 5, fortune 3, and even has mending 3. If I use that pick, I'm likely to break through the stone and punch a hole in the floor because the lunar pick is actually too fast. So I use the stone pick to make changes to the cobblestone generator or remove single blocks. Now we just add the water. And then the lava. And we can go back and try this out, breaking cobble. Again, let's use the good pick. This is still not the most efficient. I can't guarantee that no items are lost in the lava, and there is a random speed that the next cobblestone block is created. Sometimes it's very quick, and sometimes it is not. You can see this causes the block to be broken in different orders, and the pattern is not consistent. This inconsistent speed of cobblestone generation gets even worse when you increase this to 4 or 5 wide. This brings us to our next design, which uses redstone, pistons, and an observer to help work out the timing. So now I want to do 3 things. Remove this cobblestone generator, gather resources, and prepare the area for the next build. This next build was designed by someone going by the name of ThirstyVirus on YouTube. I will put a link to their video in the description. The reason I had to build up and prepare this area is I wanted to be able to build below the cobblestone later, and I needed an area that was a little thicker, like at least 2 blocks thick, so that I could build this and put the chest in the ground so the player can stand on it when using this cobblestone generator. Let us begin. We start by digging out this spot for the chest. Next, we're going to hold down shift, place a hopper on top, hop on top of the hopper, stand and shift, and then add 4 more hoppers, each connecting into the one in front of it. Then we want to go ahead and add 5 blocks of cobble on top of the first hopper. Now we remove the lower 4 blocks of cobble and use the top piece of cobble to place our piston facing down. Once we have 1 piston, we will place a piston over each hopper facing down. Next, we'll want to fill in all the blocks below each piston with cobblestone. Next, we want to cover the bottom 2 rows with some block. If you're playing Skyblock, it may very well be cobblestone. Now we're going to build the areas that hold the liquids, the lava on this side, and the water on the left side. Looks like I ran into my own farm. I'll have to dig part of this away. Let's add the water here and create source blocks all the way down. And then we're going to add the lava. First, we need to put a layer of blocks along the bottom. Then we'll add the lava. Put the lava down. Let it spread out, then break the blocks underneath. On Skyblock, you only want to use 1 lava because it's expensive. This actually succeeds in doing that. This is the problem you get when you try to use this pick to break 1 block. It punched a hole straight through. And now I got lava going everywhere. I'm going to clean this up, and I'll be back in a minute. I'm back, and I just released the water, and now I'm rebuilding this side that holds the water with glass. And then I plan to rebuild the other side with glass. I've decided I'm going to put a layer of glass along the bottom. Then I can apply the lava in exactly the same fashion and break the glass that's under the lava without any issues at all. We'll see how it works. Worked like a charm. Now I'm going to do the water. And I'm going to create source blocks all the way across, just like I did before. Now, I want to clean up these corners. Next, we do the redstone. The redstone is pretty simple. First, we put a observer pointing at the cobblestone above the last hopper. Add a block right after it, and then we're going to build a staircase up to the top, which we can then cover with redstone. Again, I've run into another build. I need to break this block above me or I can't jump up. Then I'm going to put blocks above the water so that I can finally put redstone all the way from the observer and across the top. Break the block above me again. You can see here the blocks form a staircase all the way down to the observer. I put the redstone on it, and we're done. Now all that's left to do is to test this, and we can see how well it works. Now we stand on the chest, and if you watch closely, when I finish the cobblestone, you'll see it push down. And now you're looking at it close up. And this is how it works. Very fast, very efficient. And we're out of time. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Ginthian on Egyptian Skyblock. If you did, please hit the like button, and thank you for your support. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.